I just learned that everybody's running. Everybody's running for their dreams, but they're slowing me down. They're taking up time. They're gonna use you up in time. So now you've got to dream loud, dream loud. Who do you want to be? Dream loud, dream loud. Who do you want to talk to when you're alone? You're alone. Who do you want to be when you leave this world? Bad days turns into good.
Trust me, gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay, gay it's gonna be. Trust me.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so very much for coming. I want to say happy Friday to everyone. Hopefully that you had a decent Valentine's Day, or, you know, whatever we need to call it. Love Day, Hallmark holiday, another day, happy Singles Day, all that good stuff. I would say something monumental and like surprising, but the way that I always started is with Laura. And so without further ado, I'm going to bring on Laura. But first, I would like a round of applause because she is amazing. She's kind, she's sweet. She just had a birthday. So if you forgot to wish her a happy birthday, don't forget to do so. So without further ado, the amazing Laura FM. I don't hear anything. There you go. There you go. How was work today?
It was good. It was good. Whoa, is your camera like on auto move? Wow, Liz. Wow. Go the
It's
other
the new
way.
update. My while I was at school, my computer updated, and one of the new updates is the camera.
How does it feel? Do you think it's distracting or
Yes.
just-
Because I'm like, it's auto zooming, and it feels almost like I have someone recording me, and they're just sitting in front of me. And realistically, nobody's sitting in front of me. That's just the camera, you know, centering me.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I think for me, I think I kind of move a lot, you know, a little. So I feel like it just constant. Like I feel like that would be more annoying, right? For people to watch. Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, if people get motion sickness, I can go ahead and turn it off. But I love your jacket. Who made the jacket?
Sandy Perkins Powers. Beep, 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 beep. Look at how awesome this is. This is just one of the few gifts. And I love how big this freaking hoodie is. Because look, like if I want to just, you know, be chilling, doing my thing, you know, sipping on my tea.
Nobody can see your face except your lips.
Like, what up, Liz? How you doing? How's it going? It's good to see Chad here. How you doing, Chad? Great, great, great.
Love it. I love
it's
it. That
so
is so
cool.
cute.
And look. It goes all the way down, and then it has like this end. Look at how detailed.
Are they flowers?
Yeah.
God, she's talented.
It's amazing. Like these, I wear these because it's epic. And then it's like, boom, I can just wrap it around really cute. Look at how detailed even the sleeves are.
Right?
Isn't that amazing? Thank you, Sandy. I'm sure. And look at how cute.
I love the ears.
I just love it. It's so cute. And I feel cozy and I feel like a child. The things we were never just allowed to have as children.
No.
This is why I love things like this. And this is why I totally understand. I have no understanding of all the Pokemon and da-da-das, but I understand the joy that you're having. So I understand loving certain things, and I just love freaking crocheted handmade things. And and Sandy has been around watching at least my channel, I know, for so long. And like I think one of my first gifts I think was from her. So this is just, she's constantly sending things, and I love almost and everything you're making, Sandy, literally fits me perfectly. Like everything
like a
she
glove.
has made, it literally fits me. Like even the little sleeve amount. Like I was like, oh, is it a little too tight? No, bonk, right on the sleeve. Like so sweet. It's so cute and amazing and detailed. Anyway, so yeah, I love, and remember, whenever we received packages, Liz, they would always have to be checked through security or some adult,
or you'd have to go to
HTO or
HTO
ethics.
and
Exactly. Somebody would always, you would literally see a package that my grandmother or somebody had packaged really nicely that was just for me. You would see it like cut open in a certain area. And at the time, as a child, we don't think of this, but now we understand why later on in our lives we have these moments of like fucking being so resentful when somebody like opens a present for us or opens our mail, and we're like, excuse me, that's my mail. Why would you open it ever? You know?
Yeah,
like,
now it's like, man, I get to open my own things, and I don't have to open in front of people, and I don't have to be, you know, because my mom used to send me packages, you know, especially around my birthday. She would send me all the necessities, and then like vitamin C and vitamin D and all these vitamins. Woman, we were getting that shit for free. Let's get.
Yeah, I mean, so she would send you vitamin packets. My mom would do the same. She would send me all one or all in one, these like all in one vitamins. So it would be like just like a handful of vitamins. And the thing is have you talked to a doctor about how overdosed we were, so to speak, with vitamins, and then how depleted we were with other things? Like how that, I'm sure, has such an effect on the actual physical body, even later. I don't know.
Absolutely. I talked to a doctor once, and that's when I first found out that they were ODing us on niacin, and that we're lucky that our livers didn't shut down, or we didn't go into liver failure during any of the purists.
Or did we? Like, there were times I was throwing up like blue ink almost. It looked like blue ink. Like I just didn't, or blue and dark green. Like, I don't know what the heck was going on, but it was not good. I thought I was going to die.
There was a few times that I drank so much cow mag I thought I was going to die. But then I kept being told, no, but when you burp and you taste cow mag, you're like, oh God, it's coming up. It's coming up.
There's certain times when it's like, I remember it being like, ooh, but then I don't know. I always did this thing like, it's going in the body. It's really good for the bones. And so I never thought about the flavor of it. But also, my taste buds were weird as a child because I loved eating the alfalfa.
Okay.
I know this is a weird thing, but as children, things were limited, and I would sometimes eat the dog food. There would be like these special dog bones for the dogs, and it would be like organic and like all these whatever. And I was like, it said like sweet whatever, yams and whatever, right? And I was just like, like I just remember trying to always have snacks in case I ran away. I wanted to have snacks, and I always just thought, oh well, the dog food could be an option if I was trying to run off. I would have some sort of food, and I don't know. I had this like thing like, well, I'm not going to ask the adults, you know, I'm not going to show them that I need to rely on them. So I had to be like, well, how else can I eat besides going to the big house? Okay, good.
You're fine.
The kitty?
Yeah,
the
kitty just popped up here because Luna tried to chase. Nope, she's just hanging out, just hanging on the trash can. She's just like, no, I'm safe right here. Well, let's say some highs because I always forget, and then before we know it, we fall behind.
This is true.
Is that Judd Bug? Epic thumbnail. Thanks, Heather.
Epic thumbnail.
Haggis Basher. Love the animation. Maureen, go girls. If you are not doing anything on March 8th, don't forget, Laura FM's got a show. It's at 9 p.m. Tickets are $15. Don't forget to message Laura and go to that show. I heard a couple people. I talked to one today that's looking forward to, or at least trying to make it there. So you'll be getting someone from up here driving all the way down there.
And it's so crazy. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, my birthday, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, my birthday was yesterday or the day before. And now I'm like, oh, wow, March 8th is going to come around the corner like that, guys. So there's already people. I know there's already 14 tickets sold right now. So I know that I think I have the most tickets I have that I can, I think, pack out just for my band. Last time we packed it out, which was amazing. I feel like, I think it's like 70 or 80 people. I don't know, because there's also other bands and I don't know. It would just be fun to pack it out again. Okay, guys. So March 8th literally comes around. Yeah, it comes around the corner fast. So the fastest way you can see right here, it literally just says it's $15 tickets. You can go to my website, which is, I can't pop up things because I'm not cool like that.
Did she put it in the chat?
No, there you go.
Yep.
Website is Lara, and it's super easy. LARA, Lara.fm. And you can see there's my link tree and everything. It'll say next show. You click the little Polaroid and it has all the info, but you just send the $15 and then I see that whatever the name is on the Venmo, or if you specifically want to buy it for somebody else, you can you can buy it just as you would pay. If you're doing PayPal and all that, do it family and friends. This is not a business. This is my art. This is my music. So you buy the ticket, you get the ticket. Or
there you go.
They're going to charge you like $3 extra. Anyways, I just went a long roll, but thank you, Liz, for letting me do that.
Of course. We got Hellerboard is in the chat. Love that.
Hellerboard.
We have Verity. Hi, everyone. Tambler June. Hey, hey. Hot Mama 2. Hello, Liz and Lara. Yep. Streamer Wars. I wonder who that is.
Some huge fan, clearly. They're like, Lara!
I'm a fan. Bob.
I got instant karma.
Love Liz and Lara. Thank you so much.
Hi, guys.
Hi, chat. Liz and Lara. Tawny, thank you so very much. Will B. Love you too.
What's up?
Becca from Oregon thinks your sweater is fancy.
That's fancy. It is so effing fancy. I seriously thank you so much, Sandy Power Perkins. I feel like there's something really beautiful about somebody making something for you, like with their hands and their time and their energy, and just like, I don't know. And you put it on, it's different than just obviously buying it at the store. There's some energy about it that is just very wholesome and loving. Fills my heart.
Hot Mama 2, Lara, you look beautiful, just in case you forgot.
Thank you. I did. I came in looking kind of grungy, ask Liz, and then boom, I put on lipstick and a little mascara.
And then
boom,
the rock star. We have Annabelle. So glad to see you both. Love. Misfit 76. Hello, ladies.
Hello. Hello, Lady Jane.
Lady Jane. Good evening, morning, lovely ladies, mods and chat.
I was going to say, I feel like Lady Jane, I feel like at some point kind of was upset at the community, if I'm wrong. And then I'm glad if that's the case that she's back, because I did notice that too.
Yeah. Oh, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Everybody. I call Valentine's Day Love Day. Yeah, there you go, Liz. There we go. There's heart coming out. You just don't see it. You just don't see it.
Yeah, with the update, you have to turn on like certain things.
Well, I don't have a new computer yet. So when I get it, eventually I will.
Okay. Question. Are you going to come to Cleveland, Ohio? So that's to you, because that Cleveland sounds cold.
Am I going to come to Cleveland, Ohio? I actually know where Cleveland. I have been to Cleveland, Ohio a bunch. My boss lived out there for a little bit. Lived out there for like a year, 2 years. But when I went there, I moved. Anyways, long story longer. Cleveland, Ohio. I'm sure if I do, it would be when I'm going out there on the East Coast. Like it would be more, like going to Florida and doing all that. But I am going to come. It's going to be very soon. Also, I'm just like, it's interesting. Like certain things line up, certain stars line up, I'm seeing certain patterns and like kind of going just at the flow that I want to go and not at this flow that I feel that has been programmed in society where it's like, oh, I should go this way. If this option comes, if this, and it's more like, no, where do you see that going? Do I want to go through all that work just because it's fun right now? Or because it seems like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm becoming wiser. I'm just kidding.
I think we're all becoming a little wiser.
I don't know. I always feel childlike, and I feel like I always will. And I don't know if that's just because of our childhood and in the cult of Scientology and being told we're an adult and stay uptone and knock it off and get, knock off the banky and all that. And like, stop being a baby and things like that. Like never having the fullness of being a child. And then here we are just enjoying like, oh yeah, here's this. To me, it feels like, oh, this outside cult of society is kind of.
Yes, but the outside cult of society is a lot more inviting than what we had.
More options for sure. So yeah. I'm so excited. I'm going with the win, but seriously, there's points where I have, thanks to so many people, who you are in the chat. I have people who, when I'm ready to go to Texas, when I'm ready to go, I have everything all set up and it will be even better the more that I plan it and do it at when the time is the right timing. But yes, I'm very excited. If you come to Orlando, y'all can stay here. Heck yes, August. That was funny. That rhymed.
Whoops.
Thank you, AZ Crimson. Keep all these memberships are very sweet.
Right? I'll be there in spirit, but would love to gift a couple tickets to whomever.
Oh, that's what I was going to say too. So I love you guys so much. And I'm telling you, so many people have showed up or they're outside the door or we're eating at a restaurant right before we go to the venue or anything like that. And people are like, oh, you have a show? You're performing tonight? Oh my God. And they get so excited. And to be able to give these tickets that people like JB808, I'll be there in spirit, but we'll love to gift a couple tickets to whomever. That is so amazing. You're absolutely allowed to do that. Again, just go to my link tree, go to the website, just say in there in the notes or whatever it is, here's 10 tickets, however, whatever it is, or here's $30 for 2 tickets for a Viper Room show. Then I just know, and then I'll be able to know just to keep count and everything and all that. Everything is okay. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal,
all that good stuff.
Exactly.
So Lady Jane said, yes, I had a situation and I was away for about 3 months, but it wasn't because of y'all.
Okay. I was just making sure. I just didn't want to ignore that. And we love you. And yes. Happy Valentine's Day.
Tawny Anderson's been a member for 2 months. Laura Love.
Thank you. I feel like immediately I have a lot of ARC for Anderson because, Anderson. I feel like that might be an aunt or somebody.
There you go. Auntie M. Hello, I would like to make an announcement. Liz and Laura are strong, independent women along with many other survivors. I personally admire and appreciate Laura and Liz for their strength and love. Thanks. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Auntie M. You may sit down. Thank you. Thank you for that announcement.
And Rabbit Flea said, 2 of my most favorite authentic individuals. My life is complete. Love, Pika.
Wow. We made somebody's life complete, at least for the rest of their day.
Yeah, at least for Valentine's Day, until Valentine's is over. Then all of a sudden,
the heart is
no
not
more
full
complete
anymore. Yeah.
Nope.
We're fired.
That's right. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy I could pop up and support these strong women.
Hi, mommers. Thank you. Yes, of course, you can always pop up and support. And even if you don't have time to pop up and support and you all are just watching and lurking in the back, thank you for doing that, because that really is supportive and loving and helpful. And we get to know each other more. And sometimes people just need to get to know each other by watching their streams and see how people's lives have processed and moved out of this cult of Scientology and becoming themselves and learning what they don't like and what other people do like, and etc. Like, that is what this is about. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. So on to the question at hand. People asked, what did we do on Valentine's Day as children?
Ooh, I do. There wasn't much from the Int Ranch perspective. When I say the Int Ranch, I mean my childhood, meaning in the cadet org, and then of course, as well as being in Clearwater. Still my childhood. I just was like, oh, I'm a real adult now, because I'm gonna be across the country instead of 15 minutes away, even though my parents didn't see me that much anyway.
Right.
Even 15 minutes away, 2 hours away, still had to get that permission. But I do remember like occasions and years like here and there where there were patches of like us doing art projects and being able to like send a letter, like make a nice Valentine's Day card and send a letter to our mom or our dad, and just like fun things like that. But it was always like during this hour, and then once that's done, okay, back to post, back to
scrubbing, back to cleaning.
Yeah. I remember there was a lot of kids sometimes that got in fights or got into trouble because they had a tantrum because they didn't finish their card and they wanted to finish it before they went to eat. Things like that.
Yeah, because
like,
it always
turns bad. It always turns like it's such a sensitive subject. Yeah, and it's restricted. You only get a certain amount of time to finish it.
Yeah, you only get a certain amount of time. And because I remember the arts and crafts where they would be like, oh, make so-and-so for your mom, make so-and-so for your dad, and but it's not like you got this huge amount of paper. It was usually just like scrap paper that you then had to write on there like Happy Valentine's Day and draw some flowers.
Yeah, like it was
love you.
Yeah. And it would like, I'm not kidding, Liz. I literally have old flyers and random like things that I like, oh, the printer didn't print out the paper right. I still use this all as scrap paper. Like, I write my Viper Room set list on it and things like that. Like, to me, I'm like literally, you can see so it's like I don't ever like let any, I don't know. There's weird things that I do observe that I'm like, oh yeah, I do that because of this. And I feel like it feels so nice to choose now that we get to continue doing that if we want, and that we get to see it as something we did get from the cult, but that we get to choose to continue doing it, or if we like it, or to even just see, oh yes, this did come from that, instead of the view of this is life. It's nice to separate it finally.
See, my mom didn't save any of the artwork, but I did send you these. She saved these.
Wow, Success Through Communication course, STCC. Oh my God, I remember that. I had to fucking do that course like a zillion fucking times.
Mm-hmm.
How many See, I mean, I'm shocked that you have all the certs. I'm disappointed that I don't have any.
Oh, I didn't save them. I didn't even know they had them until I went looking for the pink slip. And when I went looking for the pink slip, I saw it. And I told Carrie all about it. And I was like, I just found some certs. And she's like, what? You should do a live about it. So I didn't want to be like, Mom, I was snooping in your stuff. So I was like, hey, do you still have my old certs? Like, I was wondering if you still had them. And, you know, and she's like, oh, yeah, they're in my briefcase. So I was like, okay. So I go in there and they're all they are. So I was like, okay, I just have to. Do
you remember holding? Because every time, guys, we had to hold each cert, and it was so precious. Like every time we finished a course, boom, we had to hold it for graduation. We had to hold it for end of the week muster, whatever it was. We had to have who completed courses. Good, come up, clap, clap, clap. Tell your win. You have to tell your win. Oh my God. Remember the dreadful win telling? If you like,
yeah, you have to tell like what you accomplished on it, and you really had to think about it, because you could not be like, it was great. It had to be like, I learned so much. Well, what did you learn?
Yeah,
I learned that I could focus.
If you have a misunderstood word, part of the phenomenon of having is by stuttering, like messing up by saying like if, and, or buts. Like you're like well or you know, and so it was definitely nerve-wracking to go in front of the group in the muster or whatever, the graduation, in front of people, everybody, and not even being used to anything like that in public other than the ranch, you know, the ranch, almost just the cadets, like only, and then being in front of everybody. It's really nerve-wracking, let alone then going in front of a big, huge muster at Flag or like a new organization and being like, oh my God, you're just going up to report the stats, and it's nerve-wracking. Even if they're up statistic, imagine the flaps and the handlings, and there's just so much pressure. You're so in your own fucking world. You literally forget. Oh yeah. So I lost I don't know where my certs are. Maybe
your mom might have them. Someone asked,
no
do you know if your parents actually, you know, the cards you made ever got to your parents? To be completely honest, I have no idea.
I think so. Yeah, I remember a few times. Yeah. I definitely do remember them making us change a letter or take out certain things if they sounded horrible. And sometimes I was like, ugh, why does that sound so bad? I didn't even realize something would sound so bad because it was the normal thing that was happening.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this week, Mom, I only got 45 spankings instead of 73. And they're like, do not put that in the thing. And I was like, why? They're like, just say I got less spankings. And I just didn't understand it. But now I do. Like now I understand like certain things throughout our whole lives. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
I see your eyes looking over.
I can't help it.
Yeah, so I just noticed these little things that just I'm like, oh yeah, we didn't have that.
No. Love you both so much. Thank you so much, Alicia.
Alicia.
Oh, Eric Levitt said if Laura ever wants to perform here in Culver City, California, Neighbor is a musician and he'd be able to help you out and find a venue here. If Laura is always welcome.
Nice. Thank you, Eric, so much. I definitely know some people in Culver City too. I should play Culver City. I haven't played Culver City in a fucking long time.
So we get this a lot. Did you guys know each other when you were in? No, I was at Pack Base. I was also at Flag, but at different years. So we weren't around each other. Now, had my dad actually taken responsibility for me, then yes, I would have been sent to the ranch with Laura. And what's your favorite memory from your childhood?
God, that's a tough one. Because every memory I thought of like 5 things just now. So, there are some fun, but everyone led to it being the thing that was controlled. Like it was used to control me. Like dancing.
Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Dancing, singing, music, listening to music.
The first time I climbed the rope swing at Stan's place, I was so proud of myself because then if he got mad at me for whatever I did, I at least had a place to hide because I could climb up that rope and hide in the tree. I did that a couple of times.
Oh, see, so there we go. There was times that I climbed like all the way up on one of these tall ass pine trees. And it was so like nobody knew where we were. Nobody like it was so fun. I felt like a fucking hawk. I was like, yes, I'm in nature. And then once you got up, it was kind of like some of the branches almost laid out flat. And so I ended up sneaking sweaters up there, and I just became like a little hideaway.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that very much.
Okay. JB808 question: do you continue to write new music? And what's the name of your old band called?
Yes, I'm always writing music. I literally was writing music today at work because I just can't help it. I'm always like, why am I not writing all this down? And it's either I have to write it or record it immediately in my phone, or I'll forget it because I'm just writing. I'm like, I'm always writing. I'm lucky if I put it down. If I put it down, then great. I need to be more. I want to be. I don't need to be. I feel like literally this week I'm going to be on a little bit of a fun music roll. But yes, I'm constantly writing. I'm always writing a lot with Jason Spallino. He sends me beats, and he's a little magic fucking producer, man. And so,
nice.
Yeah, and we vibe. So yeah, I'll start playing. I'm going to start doing some fun live little streams with like putting music and sounds and shit together so people can kind of feel the layout.
Like they can also participate too.
Like how?
Like if you're doing it, they can be like, yeah, that's amazing. Keep going. Just
I would definitely mute the comments then. I would be like, beep. Just kidding. I mean, I'm not, but yeah.
These two beauties are the reason I don't,
These two beauties are the reason I give a fuck.
That's right. Oh, here's an interesting one. If I was in Scientology and people wrote hundreds of letters to get me out, would I get into trouble? Yes. Now, if any of them were your family, absolutely.
You would get in trouble. You would be put under watch, even if you were ethical or something. But then if it continued to happen and, things like that, like they got the news or something involved, it becomes a flap. It becomes like out PR more to have you there. So they might actually eventually just let you go if it got too out of hand on the news.
Yeah.
Which is what we do technically when we're all protesting and stuff like that.
Yeah, you try to get on the news and get as much information out there. I mean, Scotty's been on the news how many times? Like I have it saved to my favorites. Because no one else has gotten on the news. So Scotty, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Erica Fox, thank you for your awareness on the cult of human trafficking. I support you both. Much respect and love. Well, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Erica Fox.
Yep. No more kids in Scientology. I'm trying to make sure that I get all of the people that are in your chat. So that way, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's true, Victor Roberts. If you leave the sewer, you'll get they said you'll get $2.99 a month food stamps on the same day that you apply. Just go to social services. Literally. It's like there's so many like we had no idea that being in the Sea Org, we had no idea that there's this whole system out here that's based on like a legal system where they kind of, I guess, right? We would imagine the government is actually everybody's doing their job and everything's working well. And, there's a justice system for the ethics and the justice. And then there's the medical people. Like I had no idea there was a whole system out here for that.
Oh, I had no idea. Like the idea
no
that,
idea.
AZ Crimson gifted another membership.
Thank you.
And thank you so very much. Okay. And then Liz is such a kind, authentic soul. Laura is amazing talent. Gets me excited every time they're together. But no, I had no idea that the state, like when I first left, I had no idea that the state helped. No. I had no idea about, like, the first time, I think I was in my 20s when someone explained what an EBT card is. They kept saying, oh, I'm going to put it on my EBT card. And I'm thinking, is that a new Visa? Like, is that a MasterCard? Like, what does EBT stand for? Like,
I was like, oh, I'll learn that later.
Right? And it was
just like I did the bank card. EBT, debit, DEBT. I was like, oh, it's like a debit card. It's just missing the D.
Mm-hmm. It's just missing. It's missing a lot of things. But I didn't know any of that. And, I also didn't know much about the Constitution or labor laws or,
I can't imagine how much they were really kind of keeping track, making sure that we were not doing well, behind our backs, making sure that when we did eventually leave the Sea Org, that we were not doing, like they were hoping that we continue to just sort of not be doing well for so long.
That's right. A lot of times, at least what it felt like to me, is that they tried to break us before they released us. So like whatever they can do at the last second.
That's the sec checking. That's the
not only the sec checking, but it's digging ditches. Your body has to fit into it.
Yeah.
It's being hungry or being woken up earlier than everyone else.
Yep.
Or being like everybody else gets to go home and you watch everybody get on that bus.
Yeah.
And then they go home and you're still scrubbing whatever it is that they want you to clean. And you have to watch people go home.
And
now you're still being watched while you do it.
And you can't talk to any of the people. You're not, when you're on RADA lines or on ethics lines like that, you're not allowed to speak. You're like kind of considered, you're lucky if you're told you're allowed to go on the RPF.
Yeah.
Like your options, like, okay, well, you can go on the RPF or you can leave, but you're lucky if we even give you the option to do the RPF.
Right.
So gross. But yeah. So
like the RPF will save you.
Yeah. And not everybody, the RPF is a good thing. The RPF is amazing. A lot of people have just been rejuvenated. That's literally what they were telling me. And I was like, I fucking straight up was like, you already took my best friend, Susie Flood. I was just like, no, I was like, I almost was like, if you need to declare me an SP or whatever, then just do that. And I couldn't believe I was saying that because I was like, because I am not doing the RPF.
They didn't even, they talked about sending me there quite a few times.
I knew all these people who went there. I just knew all these. I knew how horrible it was. And not only that, at the Int Ranch Cadet Org, they had the RPF there. So I would see all these people just going through hell.
Right. Or when I was little, my mom was dating someone named Brian. And he had gone to the RPF because he blew. He came back and then went to the RPF, and he was on the RPF for like 2 years, and then he blew again permanently. But it's like every day he was a little bit more broken. and a little bit more broken. And then the person that I knew was gone.
Mm.
Like when he finally blew the last time, he was like a shell of a man.
That's so fucked up. It's so fucked. I feel like I've seen that happen so many times. Like, and it's so crazy because I'm an adult saying it now, but I had to watch that as a child, seeing grown adults, parents, daughters, sons have to just automatically, because their parents got demoted or because they got promoted to RTC, all of a sudden you have to act and talk to them a certain way and be a certain way around them and around other people.
Yeah, you're not to talk to them with respect or really give them any credence to being human. It's like they're beneath you.
Well, our priority is the Sea Org, clearing the planet. So yeah, they're kind of like, remember, we signed this billion-year contract. So that's the most important thing for both of us. And because their job as an executive, it's always like, I got to uphold the standard because we're at INT base or because we're an RTC. I have to, or yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Did you, did you ever use the e-meter? Yeah. Like for like meter checks, or what did you have to do?
I got multiple sec checks. I got auditing.
Did you use the e-meter? Like,
I was not trained.
You weren't on the other side?
Nope.
Ew, do you remember they used to say that? Were you on the other side of the meter? Now it's not, or they'd be like, Liz, we need to get you on the other side of the meter.
Yeah, they told me that once. Like right after I tried to jump off the building, they're like, we're sending you to Florida. And when we send you to Florida, you're going to become a Class 8 auditor. And I'm like, and I remember thinking, like, you just told me 2 days ago that I was scum of the earth. And, you know, that I was so out ethics that it was disgusting. I had 2 people spit on me that day. And so I was like, so you're saying I'm a downstat, but you're trying to reward me. So which one am I? Am I a downstat or are you rewarding a downstat?
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate programming, like where you almost are just like, fuck, fine, I'm destroyed. I'm literally going to end my life or whatever it is, right? And then they go, okay, well, now we can all think you're amazing because we're sending you to a whole new place and you're just going to start over again. They're literally taking over your thought. You even thought that you were going to unalive yourself and you thought you had control over that. And then they took that over.
Yeah, they took that from me. Which there's a part of me that's grateful. Don't get me wrong, but in that moment, I was very upset.
But that's how deep. That's what I mean. They could even control you to continue to suffer, and then lie to you saying you're gonna go get trained. Ugh, the amount of times they said that. They used that. My whole childhood was always like, oh, they're gonna, you're gonna be a golden era musician singer. Yeah, sure.
Right. The systematic dehumanization of anyone who dares to question anything. COS is abusive hate group, in my opinion. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it absolutely 100%. Is. Darth Beaver, good to see you.
What up, Darth? Sorry I can't help you. I'm trying to get my own fucking shit together. Can't even get my own YouTube shit going. I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm getting my own YouTube shit going, and I'm actually very excited. I am very excited about continuing to do great things on my YouTubes.
Right? So you're going to start doing lives regularly?
Yeah. Yep.
That'll be nice because people look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, and it's also that when I start my lives, I get into a fun flow and a thing. And I mean, I'm also doing the protesting and all that, but also more performance, more art. Yeah. When I get into art, I catch myself remembering so many detailed, valuable things like as a childhood and reflecting them from, you know, as an adult now, seeing myself as being in my childhood. And there's so many things that's why I want to get into that sort of world where I'm able to talk to everybody about that, because it helps other people, like other cadets, other kids that were in it, and other people in the future that are thinking about leaving Scientology as a kid. They're starting to hear and they're going, oh yeah, well, my mind is sort of thinking that way now. Like, dang, that's true. My mom told me to take out that piercing or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they start to think that shit. So yeah.
Oh, I remember when I came home, because I got 2 tattoos while I was in the Sea Org. And I got
wait. You got the tattoo in the Sea Org?
Yeah, while I was in the Sea Org.
And what do you think the ultimate reason you did it was?
Because I was never going to be able to play softball again, and my nickname was Fireball. So I took my birthday off and I went and got a tattoo of a fireball on my shoulder, and then got reported to ethics by my roommate.
Did you go by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, I broke the rules. I'm
That's
fully aware.
really good. Yeah, my friend Alina Huber, she did that. She went in, I was with her, and she went and got a little like butterfly on her lower back. And I was just like, oh my gosh, he gonna get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was worse scrubbing that toilet. It was absolutely worse scrubbing that toilet for that tattoo. Okay, Judy, hey, chat, dropping for a little. It's 6:44 here. Have to sleep, actually. 6:44. That is a little too early in the morning for me. Where did Victor go? Scientology harms people, makes people homeless, and our government says their lives that Scientology would have taken. Saves lives that Scientology would have taken.
Scientology harms and makes people homeless, and our government saves the lives that Scientology would have taken. This is true. I mean, save some of them and not all of them. No, because there's something with Scientology that it like fucks with your psychology to trust in anything else that could possibly work. Like that could make your life better. Like you're wary about psychology. You're wary about everything. For sure, psychiatry and psychology, because that's what you've been taught is so dangerous.
So I'm not really sure what you mean by this, Victor, but if you're okay, if you're not okay, I would definitely recommend taking yourself to the nearest mental health facility. You can take yourself to a hospital. I've done it. Maybe posting that in the live is your way of reaching out for help. And if that's the case, you can always help yourself and just go into a facility, because it gave me the information to save my own life. So before you think about doing anything along those lines, definitely at least think about that. Sorry, I had to pop that one up because I just saw it. I don't like anyone feeling alone or feeling like that is their only option, because I promise you, even though it feels like that now, it may not feel like that, but if you try it, it's not something you can take back.
Yeah.
So, now I know it's late, guys, but I wanted to know, when was the first time you remember celebrating Valentine's Day with a significant other?
First of all, you said Valentine's Day, the whole day.
I call it Times Day.
I know, but like not the day. Never was there like a day that I went and did something for Valentine's Day.
Okay. I remember once I went out to one of the guys that was the MLO, basically was like, hey, do you want to go get a bite to eat with me? It's Valentine's Day. And I was like, sure. Little did I know it. He thought it was a date, and I did not. I just thought we were getting Tommy Burger because it was payday.
Tommy Burger. Oh no. Right down the street on Bronson right there.
Yep.
Oh my God. I feel like Tommy Burgers are so greasy and disgusting.
They are now, but when you only have Sea Org food, they're delicious.
They're the best thing in the world. When you're in the Sea Org, Tommy Burgers is great.
So is Wendy's. So
That's
is
so funny though. So you walked, and then so you were like, have Valentine's, and then he thought he was like maybe trying to flirt with you, or like maybe.
Yeah, he sounded like he's like, you know, we could do this more often, maybe do our laundry together. And I was like, I'm not really sure what you mean.
Oh my God, guys, because when you would do laundry, that would be like the time to like flirt and hang out a little.
Mm-hmm.
Laundry time. So cleaning your room and your apartment and do your cleaning station, which is just doing your cleaning job that is required in the dorm. But all these things all happen in like a 2 or 3 hour tops amount of time. And so in that time, part of that, it's like, oh, she's folding laundry at this time. Okay, I'll meet you there at 9, so that you're both folding laundry together. And that's when you can like flirt and hang out.
Yes.
And like it gets real deep because you're like staring at each other's laundry and like, oh, like folding and then like slowly taking your time. It was like really exciting. I'm not going to lie.
I thought it was funny how people would like go on dates to do laundry. Yeah. And I was like, that's not really.
Well, I never heard of date. I think the first time I heard of it, okay, when I was in CMO, when I think I was like 15 years old, I was dating or whatever, kissing here and there, and holding hands and pretending like we're in a romantic relationship with West. Oh my God, Ralph West. Anyways,
nice.
And so yeah, that was my only Valentine. I think he might have gotten me like a cute chocolate rose or something. Victor Roberts says Scientology obviously instills the wish to unalive oneself. Well, the thing is when Scientology thinks that you're going to go legally or you're a threat to them in any way, which means you're, present time, your PTS or, whatever it is, they're going to, anything that you could lead back to Scientology being the source of why you want to unalive yourself and stuff. That's what they care about. And that's why they will almost want you to like unalive yourself so that whatever the thing is legally that they can be accountable for, they can be held for, goes away because the person is no longer here to push the lawsuit or whatever. Or they want them to unalive themselves because they're
sick of dealing with them.
They're so sick of dealing with them and they are mentally ill and they don't want them to go to any therapist to get help anywhere else.
Yeah, because nobody can help you but Scientology.
Right.
And the shrinks will just tell you it's your parents' fault and put words in your mouth.
Right. And then when you do, right, there's been so many people who have been helped from it and they've come back and protested and stuff. So they know the consequences as well.
Yep. Well, Snotface is in the chat. My husband and I did laundry dates when we were in high school. Best burrito place right next door. Nice.
That's so cute. See, there's something very like in every cult, organization, religion, whatever. You're always like, oh, maybe we'll do some laundry.
Right. Well, I know it's Valentine's Day. We're almost at an hour. Does anybody have any quick questions? Because I didn't want to be on too late on Valentine's Day.
Auntie M says, I always think of Laura's brother. Me too. And I can't talk to him. So he just, yeah. And tomorrow is
tomorrow's Friendship Day.
Is that a real thing?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's
I grew up in the same place you did.
Anne is so funny. She's so funny. Cute. So what did you, now let me ask you, Liz, what did you and Carrie do? What have you guys done and what are you doing? Not to get all personal and up in your butt.
Well, she gave me a card. I haven't opened it yet.
No way. You haven't opened it? Are you going to open it on the live stream or no?
Okay.
That is the fucking cutest thing. Of course, Carrie gives you the biggest fucking Valentine. Wow. I really love you. What does it say? Oh my God. You have to go all the way back. You have to go all the way back because we can't see how big it is. There you go. Oh my God. That is really cool. So who's running it? Wait, right there. Show them. I really love that. Is so adorable, Carrie. Oh my God.
Right?
Obviously, you don't have to read
put it somewhere because I want to be able.
So who's controlling that? The camera just does that, or are you doing that?
The camera just does it. The camera does it all by itself.
That's so weird. I think that would trip me out.
It does get me a little bit, but at the same time, it's like
you'll get more in your zone. Like, all right, guys, look, check it out.
Look, I've got a cameraman.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh.
Yep, Carrie for the win. I have hers. It's not as big.
That is so cute. They're both red.
This is to my love.
That is so cute. And so are you going to go celebrate some Valentine's right now, or are you you already did fun things?
Well, I've been studying all day.
Okay, yeah. And you're going to
I went and had lunch with my psych partner because she was, I didn't have the book. And so she has the book. So I also wasn't understanding a few steps in it. And so that wasn't helping. And so she came over and then we went to lunch and then I went and got Carrie's prescription, went back to studying, did a quick live, ended it pretty quickly. And then I started doing more homework. Like, Laura, I have to tell you, hold on. I gotta give this to you. Hold on one second. So in psychology, I have out of 100%, I have 107.5.
Wait, so what's the top?
100%.
Okay, so
I have an A++.
Wow. Wait, everybody, hip hip.
In anthropology, I have 101.48.
Wow. So you're really good at these things, right?
I think I'm doing really good. And then my next class. Okay. 72.78. That's sign language. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get it.
Yeah, that's a brand new one, right? For us,
yep.
For sure. Wait, what was the other thing? Language. Anthropology. What does anthropology cover? Just like, what is that?
It's basically the study of human evolution and bones, as well as culture.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, bones and all that. Like, that's so cool.
And then in math,
so you got a high score on that, and then the other one was what was it?
80.4.
And that was what though?
Barely hanging on to a B, and that's math.
Okay. Is that a harder one for most or no? I think
I don't know. Some people get math and some people don't. I wasn't getting it at first. Like I had to go to Carrie with like every single question. And it would be like, so I don't get this. This isn't making sense. It's not clicking in my head. And then I got a tutor and I got a problem solving.
You got a tutor?
Yeah.
I see. I think I need to have somebody that I can be that I can be banky with that will just allow me to be banky and cry and tell them what I'm embarrassed that I don't know about, and then like teach them how my brain works, and then maybe they could help me learn a way or something.
Hey, if you ever need help, I would gladly do it. If you want. And thank you so very much. But yeah,
I'm very proud of you. I am learning from you. So,
well, look at the history. I mean, realistically, if we just look at history alone, like that to me, it's like we were told. Why did the Berlin Wall come down?
Because of all the control. Why did it come down?
Per Scientology, why did the Berlin Wall come down?
Oh, because psychiatry. What was it?
The Way to Happiness was released.
Oh, that's why it came down. Sorry. And then the reason it was up is because yes, exactly. And the only reason it came down was because The Way to Happiness was released. Unfucking believable.
And then I was
like, that was a normal thing a lot. And the sad fucking thing is my mother has been a part of all of these events where they have these lies. They make these propaganda lies. And they're doing it to their internal members. It's not for the outside world. It's for the inside. It's so insane.
Yeah. And I remember believing it because I was like, wow, look at what The Way to Happiness did. Like, just think if they actually read, success to communication, what happens if they did the student had like,
yeah.
I remember sitting there thinking like, just wait. And then all of a sudden I read it in history and I'm like, because the president negotiated the wall. It wasn't David Hasselhoff. It was a negotiation.
Oh my goodness. See, well, at least you're even, I feel so behind. Like, how am I going to even know about like all of that? I just like all of it. I'm like, how would I begin to understand all of it and why it's so important? I feel like with like National Geographic sort of things, like anthropology, all that kind of things, I feel like I would be really good at. I would be interested maybe in.
Yeah.
Science, I don't know. Math, I think I've seen a pattern where I get into it, my brain can get into it. And then when something is hard for me, my brain wants to be like, why am I doing all this? Like, do I need to learn that this hard? And then it becomes not exciting. And I need to change that. I need to make it like exciting.
Just make it a priority. Like for me, it was learning, like when I signed up for psychology, I'll be honest, I was terrified. I'm like, well, I've been seeing a mental health specialist. So I've seen a psychiatrist and I've seen a counselor and I have a therapist. So I'm like, I'm doing it. But then at the same time, it's like to have a better understanding. It's different. Like I still, when I think of emotions,
wonder how it would be. It would probably be obviously a lot different if you're going to school doing it or going somewhere where you have timelines. So you have to like get things done. So it's not like I can be like, oh, wow, this is too hard. It's like, well, fucking learn it or get your brain ready then tomorrow to do it or something.
Right. And it's basically turned into this experience where like Charlie signed with me. And we're like, so this is student, that study, dent, student, so person. And Charlie practices with me all the time. So I understand, how, with.
Wow.
I'm learning on a regular basis.
And and they have you learn this for what?
I'm learning sign language so I can better sign with Charlie.
That's so fucking cool. That's so cool.
Because I want to be able to have a conversation. And
Charlie learned sign language going to school or?
Yeah, Charlie is deaf. And
right, that's what I mean. But like, so like, I was like, I'm wondering, I didn't know if they actually have schools that specifically, I'm sure they do, but that they learn. I guess that's crazy. Like, not only, right? Is this weird to me? It feels like not only do they have to learn the ABCs how we do, for example, but then they also have to then translate it, and they have to like learn 2 languages, kind of.
Ooh, this is a good question. Liz, can you explain how learning is different outside of the learning in the cult? Yes, I don't have to do clay models. That one's a big win.
They don't know what that is.
So when you're studying in Scientology, you have to demonstrate that you understand what you've read. And so you have to do a clay model of it. Or you have to do pick little pieces like rocks, thumb caps, a bunch of different things. And you have to say, well, this person's doing this, and then this person's doing that. And then here comes the misunderstood word,
It's called a demo kit. They call it a demonstration. It's a demonstration kit. But for sure, it was, okay, do a demo of it. Do a demo. So you'd have this kit on the table all the time. It's a policy. Must have a demo kit. The New Webster's Young Reader's Dictionary, the Derivation Dictionary, Oxford's Derivation, whatever, right? Like, so insane. Look at
Which
that.
Is funny. I have Thorndike and Burke.
The camera moves with you when you went.
Okay, I'll turn that off. Does that mess you up?
No, that's so cool. No, I love it. Do it again. And grab the book and bring it in. I want to see how it looks when you grab it all the way in. Oh, no, you have to go. You have to bring, oh, it did a little bit. Oh, there you go. Now back up and show it. I wonder if it'll zoom in. There, yeah. No, back up your whole chair. Wow, interesting. Okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So you like having this.
Oh, I think it's great because then it's like it's more zoomed in, and the stuff in the background. Like, don't get me wrong, it's all my Pokemon
no.
stuff.
I meant the derivation dictionary.
Carrie did remind me. She's like, you have Google.
So what's the so yeah, but so obviously, right? But then so what is it that we want? I feel like there's something like I've not read any of the books on my shelf in the last 6 months. I'm not kidding. I've probably not even touched them. And I haven't read them. But there is something about having the book, having the dictionary, having that thing. What is it? Like, is it easier for our brains to read instead of the digital computer, I wonder? Something.
It's just it feels more familiar.
Or do we need to be on a table with the demo kit, with the dictionary, with the tissue box?
That's amazing. No.
Okay.
I will not be doing demonstrations. Now, do I sit there and go, I don't understand this or I understand that? And yeah, I do that. Hold on. I have to go grab something real quick. Hold on. I want to show you something. Let me pop out for a second.
Okay. Wow. It's all me, guys. Popping in to say happy Valentine's Day all and good night. Thank you, MD Media 18. Happy Valentine's Day. Take lots of good care of yourself. Let us know if you need anything. Including, just anything to make yourself feel better so that you can continue being a bright light and a beautiful person for yourself and for all of us. Thank you guys for being here so much. Auntie M, thank you for being here. And thank you again, you guys, for all your sweet donations for my birthday and everything that you guys, all the sweet gifts. I haven't even opened up. I just got off work and I haven't even opened up Tilty's things, her art, their art. I'm so excited to open it. So I'm so excited this week. I'll be able to be doing all more art, more artsy fartsy things. And we can talk more about childhood things at the ranch. I think I want to pull out some of my old pictures at the ranch. And maybe while I'm doing some of the art that I'm doing, the painting and random things that I'm making, Lara Artology, I feel like I want to show you guys some of the pictures and just talk about some of the pictures in detail, because I only have a few of the pictures. I've said this before on many other streams as well. I only have a few of my ranch pictures and like random photos that somehow I randomly got. And it's I don't know, there's something therapeutic about being able to talk about each one of them in the new unit of time. Yes,
I'm reading this.
The Battle for Your Brain.
So it's a psychology book, primarily letting you know, like where we are in advancements in the world. Like they're close to scanning brain waves. And I'm like, you don't want to know my thoughts. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad.
Yeah. But isn't it just scanning waves? Not
it's actually just scanning the waves, but if you can scan the waves, you're closer than you know of your thoughts being able to be read.
Yeah.
Oh, someone got savaged. Thank you for flying Savage Air. Someone did it on accident.
Uh-oh.
It'll be fixed. It'll be fixed.
Ooh, YRB said it came down because Russia had a serious economic downcline and could no longer support the cost of maintaining a isolated city.
Mm-hmm.
I have asked the Anthem of every help, but they declined from social services. Oh, good. Okay, good. Victor got help from social services. Did they in any way say men was above women in many ways? No, they needed to be different than, from the outside world and more controlling and crossing the line with pedophilia and underage children and children being able to work hard and do whatever that a man or an adult would. The best way is to just numb everything, and everybody would just be like the military would just be called sir. And if you were below, you would be a junior or below them. Like senior would be like somebody senior to you. I just got a senior order. Oh, by who? RTC, like then but it doesn't matter if you're female or whatever your gender is. It doesn't matter. Everybody is sir, or if you're above them, you call them,
by their first name.
Or they would call you by your post title. I'm sure that, hey, Tresek, they would do that.
Mm-hmm.
They would do that. Like the executive may call somebody by their post title and not their first name. But
I have a couple letters from my dad where he actually called me, instead of saying, hey, Liz, is like EPFIC.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That was a totally but that's one of the forms of the brainwashing and the like having to call. Not only are you already using different words, but then your actions, you have to be like, oh, hi, sir. Yes, sir. You have to constantly be aware of who's a senior, who's not. Should I be letting somebody out FO38? Should I be letting a senior go ahead first? Things like that. Always saying sir to the adults as children. Abso-fucking-lutely. It doesn't matter. Woman, female, parent.
I got to scrub a dumpster because I didn't call my father sir.
Like, it's so insane. It's so insane. Like the definite programming of like, you don't cross the line at all on any level. And they always drill that in. You can't, violate L. Ron Hubbard policy at all whatsoever. So that's why when we protest, I like to fuck with them a little bit. Like universal solvent communication, I have to say things that they immediately can't deny.
Yeah. I like this. Like the Army calls. We did drills just like the Army. Left, 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 right, left, left. Left, right, left.
and at the cadet org at the Int Ranch, we did insane military training drills, like forward march, double time march, double to the rear, oblique left, double. Like I can literally march like a fucking insane soldier. Like
I can still about face.
Yeah, there's about face, oblique left face, oblique left. Like we would do it. They trained us so that they would play a game. It became a game multiple times that they would have us like see who could. They would have somebody, whoever would be the last one standing in the basically you'd stand in your line in like a mustard line. And then they would say, okay, left face, left face, left face, right face, about face. And they would do it and they would see who would fall off, and slowly people would fall off and they would have to go and just stand at attention and wait. And it got all the way down to like who could be the one who could hold up to forward march to the, like do any command they wanted on cue. And that would be me. I would be one of the fucking little like, and anyway, so things like that later taught me like, oh, I could remember dance moves or routines just by making my own pattern of how I see the routine that they're trying to have me do. So like a lot of people, I don't know. I've always just thought like, yeah. And it was never something I was allowed. I was always, the dancing was always controlled. Like being allowed to do a dance for something had to be important or needed for the org or for the PR of the cadet org. It would be like, oh, they're doing a dance because they're going to perform the dance in front of the native Indians and they're before the soccer game, or they would just be just whatever, or they're going to Gold Base for the Christmas party for all the parents and executives at Gold Base. And they're going to do a kids show to make it, lighten up and make the Christmas, whatever it was. It was always something that was approved. It wasn't just allowed to have happened.
Yeah. So Danielle, question. Liz, I found that feeling of achievement outside of Scientology and ESO when I got my degree was so much better than any feeling completing courses in the ESO. The same for you? So far, yes. I'm getting more out of this than ever. Like I'm getting a feeling of accomplishment. I never got a feeling of accomplishment when I would go through the courses. It would be like, go do the PTSSP again. I've done that stupid course like 10 times. And no matter what, the next time they were going to have me redo it, I was going to get M1 on it. So I'm good. I'm good.
M1 on it. Oh my God. Method 1.
Yeah. I'm not holding the cans and reading. No.
I can't imagine, but I mean, that must feel so good. And also that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you're going to be holding on to other certs a lot more than, and I feel bad because I remember us holding on to each one of those certs you have and feeling so like great that we fucking finished it. And so like going to actual school and learning something and feeling accomplished, like, wow, I actually got this. Like it just, yes, even looking at it like, okay, we're just in another system and a cult, but it also, but I did learn a lot and I did achieve, and I do have this certificate that every other human or most other humans that are trying to achieve bigger things have. So I just thought that was cool.
Yeah. Well, let's tag this last question for now. And then what I'd like to do is go spend Valentine's Day with Carrie.
Hi, David. Yes, go do that.
So
I'm gonna eat a bunch of chocolates and watch a fun movie, probably Pretty Woman.
There we go. That's a good one. Since you two are about to have an experience, a free life, have you thought about one particular thing that you void day that would reach the mind of someone who wanted to get out but was scared?
Have you thought about one particular thing that you void day that would reach the mind of some? Oh, could say.
Okay, that you could say.
I kind of do say it when I'm out protesting. I try to say like, it's amazing out here. I was in the Sea Org. I was just like you, for 15 years. I was born and raised in it, or whatever it is. I try to say things like that. It's a great world out here.
The food's better. The people are better.
Yeah. I kind of try to say things like, it's okay to think about leaving. Like, or, it's okay to leave the Sea Org. It's okay to stop doing Scientology. It's okay to take a break. Like things like that. Just little things. Cause yeah, they're not going to just be like, oh, really, Laura? Is that true? Okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not like you could be like, hey, $47 is illegal to get paid a week.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but at the same time, most people, they're so grateful for the $47.
Right.
But,
and so people say you're worth more than that. And like, you know, the legal pay outside is, you know, 15 an hour, whatever the minimum wage is. It's like, that's important. Things like that. Like, you could get paid doing anything. You don't need a degree or any of that. Like for them to know that, yeah, like, and then also, things like I've been trying to remember to like really focus on that, David B. That's a very good question. But I tried to focus on the, you know, try to, you know, how about giving it a chance out here? Have you thought about, you know, why did you get into Scientology, and have you achieved the reason you came in, or are you being led down completely different paths? Things like that. Why is it okay for children to sign billion-year contracts?
right.
Things like that. Yeah.
Well, because we're having such a good time, I want to do this again. I love you all.
Duh.
And Laura's going to watch Pretty Woman and eat chocolates. So the same way we started is the same way we'll always end it. And that is, again, with Laura FM. So have a great night. Don't forget to smash the like, hit subscribe. And until next time, we'll talk to you again soon.
Bye.
So now you thought to dream love,